Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the DCUO SourceCast. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me, Brady Bunch style, got Super Patriot.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Took him a bit.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm electric healing breeze right now. You have to give me a break, all right?
Well, you shouldn't be rating when we're trying to podcast.
Should have been doing something simple like me, like
Or like me, not playing the game at all.
My PC bounties are done. So
you are one lucky person.
No, he's not. You weren't here when he was actually doing it. Just the mouth on this guy. And then all the way on, right beside Super Patriot is Vagrant Gaming.
What's up, guys?
Yes. So, let's get some formalities out of the way. No, I am not in Atlanta for Dragon Con, and no, none of us are in Seattle for PAX Prime, but we all wish we could be at either one of them. So, wish it. Don't worry, there's always next year, and then the year after that, and the year after that. So, in case you don't know, SOE actually is split off into two teams. There's a team in Seattle for PAX Prime, and there's a team in Atlanta, Georgia for Dragon Con. I will be at Dragon Con tomorrow. I'll be hanging out with Meps, Dixella, Radar X, and Emerus. Those are the community people from SOE. While PAX Prime has, like, almost everyone from SOE. They have Brass. They have Dave Georgeson from EverQuest Landmark and Next. Like, they have Maggie from EverQuest. They have Roshan from Wow, there's a lot of EverQuest people over there. Huh.
Tons of EverQuest.
Yeah. They're so big. So, we do wish everyone have a safe conning over at PAX and Dragon Con. Cannot wait to see everybody from SOE again. Just, what is it, 2 weeks after? So, hopefully I can just bother them. So,
pretty sure they're probably going to be sick of seeing everybody find in. They're going to be like, oh, God, Track.
Yeah, exactly.
Run away.
Well, I have to say, if you guys are on the Twitter and if you're not following at that Colette, 1L, 2 T's, at that Colette or at Roshan, Roshen, they are having a hashtag selfie war because they want to determine which convention, which happened at the same time this weekend, is better. So they're having a hashtag selfie war, and sure enough, I'm going to be in the selfie war tomorrow to represent DC Universe Online with MEPS. Oh, technically, I'm just going to jump in, and they're just going to be okay with it because they have no choice. I love you. They're actually at a Braves game right now. I just saw Colette or Dex just tweet that she's at a Braves game. So they're taking a break from Dragon Con, which is understandable because Dragon Con, just looking at the maps, is just enormous. So let's go down the line. How's everybody's week been? Supes, how's your week? If you can focus.
Well, we're done now, so I can't focus things very much.
Touche.
Well, we've been good.
They're saying turn up your audio, Supes.
Turn up my audio?
Yes.
Turn me up.
I will turn you up. There. Turns you up.
I'll have to go to my settings and do that. But, no, week's been good. Week's been good. How's everybody out there doing?
That's it. That's all you're going to say? It's just, it's been good. It's been good.
It's been good. It's been good. I mean, I got my, it's been good.
It's DC Universe Online.
Well, I did get full 94 tank gear on my thing.
See, there you go. There you go.
Working on my alt now.
Decon, sadly, I do not have a lantern shirt, so I cannot wear my lantern shirt. I'm wearing my one of my Star Wars shirts tomorrow because I'm actually missing a panel that starts in like 20-some odd minutes. If I can't tell time, I really can. It's thank you.
Don't make it.
Yeah, my friends are actually, we're presenting, I can actually talk about it. Well, hold on, before I go on my spiel.
I'll talk about it.
Hold on. Vagrant, how has your week been?
It's been good.
Oh, God damn it.
Don't really know what else you want me to say.
My week's been fantastic. Yeah.
Adjectives, folks. Adjectives.
It's been heroic, villainous.
See? I like that.
All that good stuff.
I like that. So, all right. So my week has been, a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Thank God. All right. So these past 2 months, the reason you haven't seen much content on my channel, not one is because I am lazy. 2 is because I am really tired. And 3 is because I have been working on this project with my buddy Sean from the Sean-tastic podcast. Now there's a plug for Sean. He doesn't, he deserves it. So we combined the 3 Star Wars prequels into one movie. It has been a 2-month process. I was the editor for this movie. Sean was my director, and he did the sound editing as well. And his wife was our producer because she needed to whip us into shape. So I did the editing, and that took up a lot of my free time that normally I would dedicate to my editing my videos, but this movie has been just an enormous project that I really did not expect it would take this long. I really didn't. It opened my eyes. So we are actually presenting this movie tonight. They're presenting it at DragonCon at the Star Wars screening panel. And right now, I could possibly, if my day would have actually went off without a hitch and I would have planned for this a little better, I would be in DragonCon right now in a panel. Once my movie's over, every woman's giving me their phone number. That's not my imagination or fantasy. That's what my director was telling me. It's like, dude, you're going to get so many women when this is done. I'm like, okay, Sean, that's cool, dude. Whatever you say. And normally he's right about these things. So, yeah. So, the movie's finally done. I'm really excited. Sadly, I can't share it with you guys because it is a DragonCon exclusive. You can only see this movie if you go to DragonCon. So, it is if you guys want to know the runtime of the movie, the final runtime we broke it down to is 2 hours and 5 minutes. 3 movies, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Woo! If you are a Star Wars fan, it's like, what did he do? How did they do it? So, Trave, I would love to get over to DragonCon, but that is a 3-hour drive that I cannot make. I cannot make tonight for the fact that all the hotels are like sold out. Because it's like, oh, it's a week before DragonCon. All the hotels are sold out. So, but I'm really happy that project is done, and I handed off the DVD and the flash drive to my buddy Sean. And I definitely messaged him before the show started. Good luck on the panel. I hope everyone enjoys it. And if they do want to say hi to me, I will be at DragonCon tomorrow for the party. So they need to tell me. Hopefully, I can get all the women then. It's like, hey, you remember that Star Wars movie? I did that. I'm Mike. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to get you lots of shit.
Yeah.
So much. So many women.
If you have seen the pictures of DragonCon that I have seen so far, just from the party last night, yeah. Woo! Those are some hot chicks. Hot nerds.
No wonder Meps is over there.
Right? Well, he's married. So.
Nobody else knows that.
And I see a lot of people in chat talking about Jar Jar. Okay. Let me tell you all now. Jar Jar is only in 2 scenes. And he only speaks once. So, he is in the movie. But he's only...
Tell me you got him in the scene where, like Jar Jar is the sole reason why, the Republic fell.
No. The scene Jar Jar is in. It's when Anakin and Obi are on Coruscant and they're going up to see Princess Padme or Princess whatever her fucking name is. they're going to go see Padme, who she just arrived as well after the assassination attempt. They're on the lift. They do a little talk. Doors open up. Jar Jar, oh, it's Annie! Annie! Introductions wise, that's it.
He's the reason
So
the
you're
Empire
saying-
struck back.
Yeah, seriously, you don't have that scene in there from I think it's from Revenge of the Sith, where he gives the special powers to the Chancellor Palpatine. I
No.
mean, that right there, seriously. I mean, that scene right there. I mean, it's all Jar Jar's fault. It's all fucking Jar Jar's fault.
Look, we wanted to keep the political nonsense out of the movie. All right. I mean, literally, the opening scene is only from episode 1, and it's the Darth Maul scene. That's it. The Darth Maul fight. That's the opening figure. That's the only scene we use from episode 1. Other than that, it's episode 2 and 3.
What?
Episode 1 sucked. That was the only good thing from it was the Darth Maul fight. That's it. But all right, moving on. I'm really happy to be. Hey. If you're nice enough, I will give you the Dropbox link, and you can watch it for yourself. Just keep it with me yourself.
I don't know if I'm going to want to. I don't know if you're going to want me to.
Dude, it's so good.
I'm not saying Phantom Menace was Oscar worthy or anything like that, but I mean there were some parts in that movie that are I think there's parts in there that suck obviously, but there's some parts in there that are kind of like essential to the story.
All right, we're wrapping up, and no, it's not. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it if I give it to you.
You know, it's been a boring week in DC if we're talking about Star Wars.
Well, it's been my big project that I finally finished, so I had to shout out. But I see a question here from Hero. DCO did not stream today. There was no FNL because Meps is in Atlanta, and Spittle wants to be with his puppies, and we don't say no to Spittle wanting to spend time with his puppies. So FNL was no.
Legit thing.
Well, he always wants to be with his puppies, but I mean. SOE, on a whole, it's like they split off. They had PAX this weekend, and they have Dragon Con. So they probably just didn't have, either the manpower, nor did they just we need to focus on these two events. So they had to be that. But DCO did stream earlier today. They were Maggie Luperza, if you know her on that way. She was on the DCO stream today, and she actually went around to league bases, to the league halls. Did anyone was able to catch that stream today? Because I was at work.
Oh, there was no announcement on what time they were doing it. It was like, hey, we're streaming, and I was looking at Twitter, I was like, oh, an hour ago, let me go check it out. And then all of a sudden, the stream was off. I guess they only went around for half an hour, 30 minutes.
Yes, I would guess that. I would. So, it's PAX. They have a streaming schedule, and it's sometimes difficult to even try and get that bandwidth going. So. And a time probably would have worked out a lot better, but no FNL this week. There is going to be an FNL next week, which I believe is the U.S. PlayStation FNL Tour, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Yes, the partners, which I found that list, which you can find over at fnltour.challenge.com. You can see the listing of the different variations of partners that you could choose from. Those are the team makeups that you have to use. Those are it. She was on with Sport. So apparently DCO is making a presence at PAX. That's awesome.
Yeah, she was on there with Sport. Now, from my understanding, I had one of my league mates. He sent me a message earlier, which he wasn't getting any signal. But he sent me a Skype message earlier saying, asking me to add Sport, DCUO Sport, right, if you're on the PlayStation side, for access to your league hall, so that you can come check out your league hall. I guess they're going to be streaming again tomorrow, around 11 a.m. Pacific. So,
a little schedule would work, wouldn't it? Just a little bit.
that's what I'm saying.
But so just keep your eyes peeled to DCUO's Twitch. Be sure to go follow it over at twitch.tv/DC Universe Online. Yay. So, no FNL this week. Yeah, those. So, hold on here. I see a question here. Wait, Trex, does this mean that the SourceCast is now going to be delivered to us by Amazon in a package? So, in case you didn't know, Twitch was sold, or, well, I guess can we say sold? Well, it was bought by Amazon. We all thought it was Google. I thought it was Google. Every indication said looked like it was going to be Google. But all of a sudden, they just made this little 180 and it's like, oh, never mind. Here's Amazon. They're going to buy it. I'm like, what? Okay. So Twitch has now been bought out by Amazon. And we have 2-day free shipping? I don't know.
Well, it kind of made sense because Amazon's doing that Amazon TV thing.
It is.
So for them to buy Twitch was a smart move on their part.
It was, for the pure fact that you can go on the future, how I can see it, you can go on Amazon and look up a video game. Well, you're looking up that video game, you're going to have links to Twitch right there. It's like, hey, you want to buy this game? Hey, there's someone streaming it right now. Why don't you go ahead and take a look and see if it's a game you want to buy? And if you like it, boom. So there's a combination that I definitely see from it. Does this mean that Twitch partners get Amazon Prime for free? You know what? I need to be a partner. We all need to be a partner for the Amazon Prime. I don't buy anything from Amazon rarely. I'm actually buying one thing tonight, but that's like a rare thing. Completely rare. But see, there you go. He needs Amazon Prime. Yeah, he needs that. He needs that free shipping. That 2-day shipping.
That'd be awesome.
So, what the future of Amazon and Twitch are, we'll see down the line, and can't wait to see what the future holds. I mean, Supes and I are already we're partnered up with Maker Gin, as they just rebranded themselves. And that's a subsidiary to Maker Studio, which is now bought out by Disney. So Supes and I work for the mouse. Now we work for, we could probably soon work for Amazon if we become a Twitch partner. So it's like, well, I'm just being bought out by all the awesomeness. And so far, the mouse is actually not that bad. I'm still waiting for my free trip to Disney, but they said it's in the mail. Which hopefully is not being shipped by Amazon. Boom! Yes!
Like one big circle.
Yes, it is. I connected it. So, today's stream, because it's been a slow week, and nothing's really been popping because everybody's been prepping for PAX, everybody's been prepping for DragonCon, it's a thing. The forums have been a little quiet, besides the fact that Cersei, good old Cersei, came in. Oh, actually, that's one thing we can talk about. Jens tweeted out a picture. It's a pretty cool picture. What was that picture, Supes?
The picture. Oh, the Star Sapphire here. Yeah.
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 Star Sapphire here. Not nearly as revealing as it was hyped up to be.
No.
I mean, it's still looks cool. It's still very appropriate. Appropriate. It is, not overly revealing. I mean, I've seen people do some tricky stuff with their
skin colors and certain
styles and all that. Where
actually looking at one right now.
Yeah, I ran one. I ran one of the duos, one of the Tier 6 duos the other day. Just solo queued into it. Did some Fury marks and. There was somebody with a female tune, and I was trying to get a picture, but the asshole would not stand still. I was like, wow. It's just, I was like, there's like nothing left to the imagination.
So I do apologize. I don't have the picture. It's been a tough week for me trying to get everything finalized for my weekend, and I wasn't able to snag the picture. But you can definitely go over to Twitter at Spittle, Spytle, and you can go on his Twitter feed and see the picture that he tweeted out, or you can even go onto the forums. It should be on the forums as well. So I bring this up because Cersei comes in, and you know what? I feel if I even go to the forums, she's still going to be on page 1, which will still just break my soul. If that's there it is right there. Yeah. Oh my God, it's the first one. It's up to 17 pages. Oh my God. Oh, she kills me. He kills me. I don't even know who the hell he is. It is. Whatever. So, okay. The thread is called Females Characters Get the Shaft Again. Parentheses. Male this time too. Parentheses. ... The blatant sexism. By the way, while we were at SOE Live, Supes and I got to talk to Jens, and Jens said over dinner that, or maybe it might have been passing in the hallway, that he had to do the press release. He had to do the press releases for the websites, for MMORPG.com, PC Gamer, all those places. And every time he mentioned the Star Sapphire and showing a little bit more skin because of how all these suits that we've been wearing are kind of, well, they're fully clothed. They don't really show off the skin variation that that you all make. So this shows off a little bit more skin. When he said those words, a little bit more skin, everyone came to him. It's like, that's kind of sexist. So how you feel about that? That's a little revealing, isn't it? No, it's not. It's really not. And the fact that now we have a 17-page thread about the same topic, ugh. But this one's actually something. It combines a little both. So here's the thread. Here's the post. All the future legends are males. Yes. If you watch the Legends panel from SOE Live that I posted, yes, they're all males. They show why all the females do not really sell very well. What happened? We don't have one female lantern in Legends. The world is ending, folks. I swear to God. You need to stop with the. You need to stop with the clicking. The clicking's messing me up. I will click you.
That's not me.
Go on.
I know it's not you. I'm trying to reach over you. So how sad is that? Where is my Lissa? Where is my Orisa? Where is my Star Sapphire? Why wasn't Giganta released with Amazon Fury? That's what I'll be forever wondering. And this time, not only females, but males as well. They reveal the Star Sapphire suit is female only. Really? I wanted to make a male Star Sapphire for a while, and now I can't do that. I have no faith in this game whatsoever anymore. Please, 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 if you have no more faith, stop posting on the... She did! He did. Whatever.
Are you talking about Circe?
Yes, that's her post. That's her post.
Circe has probably the most like my hand goes straight through my brain posts
right. I mean, I had to block some DCUO guy. I don't even remember the dude's name. He's on my block list. I had to block him because all of his threads were just nonsense complaining. So let's break this down. I like breaking down. Forum breakdown. Boosh. Okay, so why don't we have one female lantern? Because we haven't really seen any female lanterns. Well, actually, we have Orisa. We have Orisa in the game. Touche. Why don't we have her in Legends? Exactly. Why don't we have her in Legends? Well, as they stated in the Legends panel, that the females don't actually sell very well. So we'll probably see a little less of the females and probably a little bit more of the males. So, I mean, I understand your complaint, but at the same time, you do have Wonder Girl. You have...
They just released two girls, Supergirl, Wonder Girl, back-to-back, two girls.
And, I mean, you also have OP Circe. I mean, you got one...
I was kind of sketchy when Ken said that Circe didn't sell very well.
Yeah, you think? I mean, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was going to be like, are you sure about that? I like nothing but Circe.
They actually said Circe. I think they said Circe was like the worst seller. I think like one of the lowest, probably the lowest, with Superman being number one. Yeah, with Superman being number one. That's because everybody's like, oh, Superman's a Legends too. He's got to be the most OP one there is. Wrong.
In the right hands. In the right hands. Okay. So why wasn't Giganta released with Amazon Fury? Well, they have a list they've always said the backlogs. They have the backlogs. Do you really feel that you would have been okay with Giganta coming first before the Flash? I think I would have been.
They can never please everybody. It's just.
I will give you that too. That's right. You can't.
Giganta before the Flash. I can feel the hatred from people with that one. Giganta before the Flash. What the hell?
But they have a backlog list. Does that mean that Giganta's on that list? I don't know. I'm not in the SOE office. Will Giganta come soon? I don't know. I'm not in the office.
Not on the list. Not on the list of ones we saw.
No, yeah, they're not. She's not one of the 8. No, she is not. So they can, and as Vagrant said, they can only please so many people. They can't please everybody, as we've seen in every DLC. That's okay. So and so now, stop it! Ew.
Hey, calm down.
This is a family show, or I try to make it to be. So now let's talk about the Star Sapphire outfit. It's female only.
I don't think Michael cares. This is one person's opinion, and his opinion is horrible.
Nice. So let's talk about that. As 3 males who play male characters as their main. Wait, you play a male character, right, Vagrant? As your main. Your number 1 guy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I wanted to double check. So as the male characters that we are, I only have like 1 female and I never play her. Are you saddened that you don't get to have a Star Sapphire outfit?
No, because number 1, if females are getting an exclusive iconic set, so are we.
That's very true. Supes, how do you feel?
I have no idea why people are doing that.
Supes.
I'm sorry.
I
got these guys in my ear too. As far as DMs, I mean, I asked DMs directly when I posted that figure. I was like, "What does it look like on the guys?" And he's like, "Well, it's a female only." And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "So they're actually kind of going with the canon on it." I mean, because it is possible for a male to be a Star Sapphire, but it's like very rare. That's my understanding.
Well,
I mean, I'll confess, I have not read any of the Lantern comics or anything like that. I think the last DC comic I bought was The Death of Superman.
Well, okay.
To be honest with you.
Well,
it was the second or third printing. So,
well, let's get a little story time then. All right. So,
yeah.
There's only 2 ever male Star Sapphires. One of them is Guy Gardner. Now, if you're asking yourself how Guy Gardner got the ring, it's because he forcibly took it and forcibly put it on. There was no, oh, he's officially part of the Corps. No, he stole that junk. He stole that and put it on and did his own thing. So, I don't really feel comfortable about stealing as a hero. I don't feel comfortable about stealing from them. That's not going to happen. And the other male character would be Kyle Rayner, which he's already exempt because he's the goddamn White Lantern. He can do whatever he wants. And he's not really even.
I thought there could only be one White Lantern.
Yeah, he's the only one.
I thought Deadman was White Lantern.
He held the actual spirit. He held the ion spirit of the White Lantern to find the vessel, and he found it once he got to Kyle Rayner. That's why we completely skip Brightest Day. We do not talk about Brightest Day whatsoever. Blackest Night, and that's it. That's where you stop.
Yeah, like Kyle Rayner's. If there is one Green Lantern, or Lantern rather, that is just OP, look at Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner's OP.
So, as you females get yourself your own style, you know what? You get a round of applause and congratulations. I am, you know what? If I'm jealous, I'll make my own female character and grab that outfit if I'm that jealous. But I'm really not. You guys, the Star Sapphire suit is definitely female only. I respect that decision, especially the lore that is behind it from DC Universe Online, from Yins, and from Nerd of Prey. So congratulations, females. Now, as the male characters, speculation time. What outfit are we gonna get?
A lot of people
I
think
really
that
hope
we're
it's
gonna
not.
get.
I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not.
See, a lot of people think that we are getting the Blue Lantern stuff.
Ooh. Okay, actually, that kind of ruined my mood. I was hoping for orange.
But everybody thinks that.
For heroes and orange.
Yeah.
Larfleeze is a hero. Okay, he is a hero.
Maybe you're a hero.
I've read his comics. That dude's all sorts of insane. So we're looking at possibly getting the blue style. Then that's our speculation.
Could be indigo, maybe.
Nah, I wouldn't expect that.
I wouldn't expect it. But I mean, seriously, I really hope it's not blue for heroes and orange for villains. I really hope it's not.
Well.
Ooh, wow.
I don't think they would do that because then females, it feels like they're missing out on 2 sets that way. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily.
Well,
I mean, as far as like teams are concerned, I mean, they'd only be missing that. I mean, they wouldn't be missing out on anything because if it's a male-only suit, then then the female teams aren't missing out on any fees. If it's one set for villains, one set for heroes, the males aren't missing out on anything, neither are the females. Because they are, gender specific and faction specific.
Wow, this actually became a lot tougher question than I expected.
Yeah, I mean, so Star Sapphire is female. That means we got blue, orange, and indigo left. So
yeah,
I see an indigo coming into the game now.
I see it maybe part 3, even if they even use them.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it's only going to be orange, Sapphire.
What's left after blue, orange, and Star Sapphire?
Black and white.
White, black,
and indigo.
Yeah. So
we could see a possible 2 sets in 3. Indigo for hero and villain because they're a neutral, right?
Well, yeah, more or less they would be neutral.
They partner with the Green Lantern Corps more, mainly because of how they're so connected with Abin Sur. Because Abin Sur created the Indigo tribe, so they have more of an allegiance to the Greens. But I mean, that's a whole different thing. But okay, so that became a little bit more weird than I actually expected.
It's hard. It's hard. Like every week you're talking about the Lantern Corps and all the lore behind them.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk about Batman because I don't know about Batman. Okay. Well, I know a little bit.
I'm talking about Batman here in a little bit.
I know.
Real Batman.
We're keeping it DCUO centric.
Yeah, but the Bat. Well, I told you what I thought.
Yes, that's what inspired. That was your suggestion to have a story thing, and I'm going to base it around the whole stories of DCUO. So you don't have to go into your tangents about your love for Kevin Smith, because I hear it enough from Stevie B. I don't need to hear it on this show either. I like Kevin just as much as the next guy, but I can only handle so much Kevin. So. All right, so let's go into our little topic discussion. The suggestion came from Super Patriot because he got done listening to a podcast from with Kevin Smith with who is his guest?
Paul Denny.
Paul Denny.
Okay. Yeah, it was on his Kevin Smith. I mean, he does like I swear he must do like 6 or 7 podcasts.
Yeah.
And what he did was he did I think he released on his YouTube channel, Smodco, his first Batman on Batman podcast, where he had Paul Dini, who was the writer for the Batman animated series in the 90s, for the Batman animated series and the Batman Superman animated adventures, which eventually led up to Justice League and Justice League Unlimited for everybody.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about our favorite DCUO stories in the game that we've played so far, our least favorites, and we're going to speculate or what we want to see coming into the game. So this is actually would be the perfect episode for Nerd of Prey to be on, because she handles the story stuff for DCUO. Which, I guess we should have really planned a little better. but good job, Supes. This is going to be a great one. So, alright, so I open it up to Super Patriot first. What has been your favorite storyline from DCUO so far?
Favorite storyline?
DLC, game updates, whatever.
I gotta tell you, it's not so much... Oh, man, I mean, it's like...
Don't make this difficult.
Well, it is difficult, because, I mean, there are so many different storylines, and now, lately, they've been, interconnecting them all. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the Trigon went from, the whole Trigon, everybody knows the whole Trigon storyline in the leveling content. We had the, what we did with, helping Raven out on the hero side, and the villains doing what they could to help out Brother Blood on the villain side. Well, it turns out that was all part of Circe's plan. So that's to try and free Trigon. But she wasn't really trying to free Trigon. We find out at the end of the Trigon alert, she wasn't really trying to free him. She was just wanting to charge his Victory Stone up, which gave us the Amazon Fury. And now the Amazons are invading Gotham and everything. So, I mean, it's just, I'm a huge, alright, this kind of spoiler, not really spoiler here, but, not DCUO related here. I'm a huge, I grew up, I started collecting comic books with, Uncanny X-Men. Right?
Keep it DC.
Well, I'm just listening. That was back during the Chris Claremont days. I'm just trying to put it all in perspective. So that was back during the Chris Claremont days, and if anybody's out there ever read any of the Chris Claremont books for Uncanny X-Men and everything, you will know that plot holes and multiple stories where shit just comes out of nowhere, and like little hints towards things pop up all over the place. That is, I'm a huge fan of that stuff. Huge fan of that kind of stuff, that kind of writing. So when, I see, things like, with the, Circe, and the Victory Stone and all that, put in the books and everything, or put in the story arcs here, I love that. I'm like, the whole, when we finished the Trigon alert, and she said, I've charged the Victory Stone, and, to start a war, I'm like, what is she talking about? I'm probably one of the few people in this game that actually pays attention to when, the characters are talking.
I didn't know they talked.
So, I mean, it's, maybe I'm alone on this and everything like that, but I mean, the story, it kind of goes back to, the player panels, or the panels from SOE Live, where, why do you play the game? The story has a lot to do with that. The story has a lot to do with that for me. Not just, my, the story of my character, but the story that, why does my character, give a shit if, Flash does not, come into existence, Barry Allen doesn't become the Flash. Why should my character care about that? I think that has a lot to do with stuff like Vagrant. You could probably back me up on this. Why villains? People have a hard time wanting to roll villains up on the game.
It's very true. It's very true. Like
because there's no motivation to it. I mean, I really wish you could have been there for that panel with Sarkis there, and I'm not
that poor guy.
Yeah, poor Sarkis, dude. Hats off to you, Sarkis, for sticking to your guns like that, and hashtag villain agenda for the game. But I mean, seriously, I was like, I broke it down in that, I mean, for me, it's like every reason why everybody rolls hero is because everybody wants to have their Superman moment. Everybody wants to have their Superman moment. I don't care if you don't like Superman. All right, everybody wants their Superman moment in this game. Right? I mean, for me, it's like for me, it was like I've had a couple moments and all that, but I totally cheesed a line from the Superman movie. I helped out a hero who was getting ganked by some villains, and he was like, he said, "Hey, thanks a lot," in shout chat. And I was like, hey, don't thank me. We're all part of the same team. Totally cheesed that line from the 78 movie. So yeah, I mean, that was my Superman moment. That's what everybody else, is, going for with the game. You can't give the villains a Superman moment like that. I mean, how do you give somebody who is playing their character kind of like the Joker? I mean, how do you give the villain, a Superman moment like that, a Joker moment? Have a school bus there and blow it up with a bunch of kids in it. I mean, you can't do it. You can't do it in this game. I mean, there would be so many people would be freaking they would get so much hate for stuff like that. I mean, that's the only way to give villains their moment like that. And honestly, I mean, it kind of scares me if they were to cater to psychopaths.
I think what a lot of villains just want is we want less content where we are going against villains. We want to fight iconics like Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman. I mean, you guys it makes sense when you fight something like Doomsday. It makes sense when you fight something like Ra's al Ghul. For us, it's just like, yeah, Felix Faust is getting followed by Ra's al Ghul, but the story could have been something different. It could have been something like Seeds of Rot. Is how what's it called?
Going up against Swamp Thing.
Yeah, that was a pretty good instance because we fight a hero. And we are helping out a villain for the ultimate evil, more or less. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see less, pretty much instances where we are doing something kind of heroic for no reason. In my opinion, I want more like that and less where it's
with the whole Brainiac storyline, it made sense. It made sense.
Because we were helping each other out. That was the storyline.
We had to help each other out because, Brainiac was there to kill all of us. So, temporary alliances and everything like that, I mean, it had to be done. But,
yeah,
I mean, I totally get it. Why you guys have an Arkham Asylum alert, I have no idea. Why are you guys breaking into Arkham Asylum to make sure that... The only reason I could think of for a villain to break into Arkham Asylum and make sure that Freeze, Scarecrow, and Poison Ivy don't get out is if you're making a power play to take over their territory or something.
Well, that's kind of how they play it out. It's like the Joker's in there and he's like, "This is my turf. Make sure that Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and Scarecrow know that." And it's just kind of like, you couldn't put it to where it's like we're trying to bust them out or something like that. That's kind of how I at least envision Arkham Asylum working for villains. We should have been busting them out, not like, hey, this is Joker's territory, sit down, okay,
right.
So
I think one of the biggest slaps in the face. This will actually cater towards what is your least favorite story. Was when Lightning Strikes came out, and the Cosmic Treadmill duo was being shown. And I was like, oh, sweet, this is going to be awesome. I play it, and they're like, Zoom's like, hey, you need to make sure the Flash becomes the Flash, because reasons. If he doesn't become the Flash, then I won't become Zoom.
Hashtag like, because reasons.
Yeah, I was just like... as a villain, you just have that moment where you kick the dirt, and you're like, oh... I thought I was going to have something fun, but I guess not.
Oh man, this sucks. I'm going to go paint a fence.
First time we see the roads in the game and we fight them. Well, not like some of the roads. Some of the roads were already in Strikers Island, but it was just kind of like.
So, Vagrant, what has been your favorite storyline from DCO so far?
I would have to say it's a tie between the original storyline, because I love time travel personally. Just because I thought it was really interesting that they actually came up with a way to explain why there are so many heroes and villains popping up with exabytes. And when they wrapped it up, I was actually kind of sad, just because it didn't seem like it was. It seemed like it was over so soon, if you know what I mean. And when Jens actually said an Origin Crisis Part 2, I actually got kind of excited. But the original storyline with future Batman and future Lex is probably one of my favorites. And then the climax happening in Paradox Wave and Nexus of Reality is going to be forever some of my favorite content in the game, just because that story is really close to me. The second, I would have to say, is probably the Sons of Trigon content, just because I loved the atmosphere of those duos and of that Trigon's prison. And when we actually did do Trigon's prison, I was kind of disappointed that we didn't actually fight Trigon, but it was a really cool atmosphere. I loved the story in it, and for one of the reasons I like the story of Sons of Trigon is because for a change, the villains win. Technically.
In a way, yeah. I mean, either way, Cersei got what she wanted out of that.
Exactly. Which is why I like that content so much.
Okay. Crap. I was actually trying to think of what my favorite has been, and of course, I have to go with War of the Light Part 1, possibly being my favorite storyline, just because it's me and my lantern fetishes. That's basically what it comes down to. Being a small DLC was really welcoming as well. The storyline just introducing Kyle coming in with the green lantern and the blue light as well. It's like, oh my god, it's Blackest Night all over again. I'm getting the chills. So, War of the Light Part 1 is my favorite, and seeing how Part 2 is going to come along pretty soon, I cannot wait to continue this whole entire arc. Cannot wait. So, Supes, what has been your least favorite story?
My least favorite story, I've got to go with the whole opening. Actually, I got a couple, man, but I mean, one of them is definitely the first.
Only choose one.
Opening. Oh well, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
The Gorilla Island freaking alert made no sense to me. The story behind that made no sense to me. The whole.
I really don't call that a storyline though.
Bloodhaven didn't make any sense to me either, but the storyline.
Not a storyline.
Starting off. Yeah, I mean, the whole alert didn't make any sense to me.
It was a one shot.
I've got to say the opening mission, the first mission you get for if you're a meta hero for Superman, the gorillas going up against Gorilla Grodd with the Flash made absolutely no sense to me.
Wait, why not?
No sense to me whatsoever.
Why not?
I mean, it made no sense to me. It was like
that's what you guys kept saying.
Oh look, here we are again. Gorilla Grodd trying to turn everybody into primates. Woo. It just
that just sounds like you not being a Flash fan. That's what that sounds like.
No, it's not that I'm not a Flash fan. It felt rehashed. Because that storyline's been done. That story's been done over and over and over. I'm not a huge Gorilla Grodd fan either.
Yeah, see, that's bias. Well, of course, it's been done so many times. Okay. So, all right. So, that's a little side thing to your hate against Flash and Gorilla Grodd.
Oh, here we go. It's not hate.
Hold on.
It's not that I hate Flash. I don't hate Flash. I mean, I've saved that guy's life I don't know how many times in Robinson Park, and still to this day, all he says is make it fast. I mean, that's all he says to me. Ask me if I've got a few seconds. Yeah, I had a few seconds to stop here and stop those villains from ganking the crap out of you.
Okay.
And then he tells me to make it fast.
All right, so if that is your least favorite storyline, what would you have done to make it better? SJ, make sure you're listening. Or not. I'm wanting to make sure SJ is listening or not. It depends on her.
Well, I don't think SJ had anything to do with that.
I know this, but I'm just wanting to say she could probably do it. But she could probably hey Jens, we should redo this.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do to make it better. I mean, it's like your first mission, as a hero, first mentored by Superman, is you got to go down on this beach out in front of the PD, and beat up on a bunch of gorillas. I mean, it didn't seem like that heroic. I mean, I wasn't personally invested in it.
Until you got to the Superman stuff.
Yeah, until you got to the Superman stuff, which even then, I'm kind of like, I was like, dude, seriously, I have to beat Metallo for you? You know what I'm saying?
He's made with kryptonite inside.
He's beat Metallo by himself so many times, though. It's just, I don't know.
I don't even know you anymore.
I think we can all agree some of the content feels very forced, especially on the villain side.
Listen, you calm down over there.
Michael Grid actually brought up one of the pieces of content in the game that is just like
again on the villain side. On the villain side.
Yep. Bruno Mannheim. Why we stop him killing Batwoman?
I don't understand why you guys stopped him either, because that would seem like a really positive thing to do.
When I was playing it, I was just like, "This is bad. Why?"
You're
and Deathstroke comes in and is like, "We need to stop Bruno. We need to stop him." And I'm like, "Do I have to?"
why do you have to? Why does the villain want to stop Bruno from shanking that woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, like why does my villain give a crap if Bruno Mannheim becomes like super powerful? I would be like, yo man, let me work for you. That's how my villain would work. I would not be like, oh, we need to steal the crime Bible because it would be really sad if the Joker didn't have any women to fight in the Bat family.
A real villain would have sat back, watched Bruno shank her, all right, do the ritual, and then, shoot him in the back of the head and take the book.
This is why you're not a comic book writer, because one, that's really graphic.
What can I say? I'm an Alan Moore fan.
Aww. He's so sad. He's such a sad guy.
Then, one of Intergame Crime Wave, we stabbed Bruno again in the back, and Chang, I can't remember his name. Shane Su.
Yeah.
We steal gold from them, but I don't know. I was just like, oh, here we go again. We were doing good for a while.
We got this. Wait, we gotta do what? Aw, man. Can we just let them go? Come on.
Like, I could understand if we like did some kind of stealth thing where we were like, let's steal from them without getting caught or something like that. And then we accidentally run into like the Huntress or something. Like, I feel like that would make more sense. But nope.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Bruno Mannheim.
Like,
Let me
he's like, what?
kick
Nope.
your ass again.
I got that feat, by the way. It was actually a lot tougher than I thought. Do the feat for killing both Shang Tsung and Bruno at the same time.
He's got a fun of that. That feed is not that old.
Well, we were trying. Well, when we did it, apparently I was with my league mates, and they were like, "Yeah, we just gotta do it once, and you're done." I'm like, they went down. I'm like, "Sweet, we're done." All of a sudden, they rose back up. I'm like, MC, what the hell? You said we were done." I'm like, "Oh, I must have forgotten about this." That's a really big thing to forget because they're back.
Yeah.
And there's parademons now, so I got ads to deal with. This is a big thing. Alright, so my least favorite storyline is... Man, I'm actually a really easy pleaser because I can't really think of any. I was trying to think of some too, and I'm trying to remember of any storyline that I just cringed on doing. And I feel it's... We all know that leveling. Before the leveling restructure, there was that lull between, like, what was it? Between 20 and 25? There was that lull of, like, you got, the freaking penguin. The penguin storyline. The one where you had to go into his little base and whatever. That challenge or something. Yeah. Hated that Pingbot can suck it. I mean...
Well, they fixed that now, though, man. He's so easy now.
Yeah, he's too easy, I gotta say. I mean, you can't please everyone I know, but I mean, at the same time, I go in there, I may bitch, I may hate it, but at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, kick your ass. And just walk off, just strut off, just...
I remember when that fight was difficult.
Right? I mean, it's not even because I'm playing a character who can actually do the challenge, and I'm still fresh, no gear, no OP to myself, and I can still beat it a lot easier now. It's like they took the challenge away. Sad face.
You can counter him now. It used to be you couldn't counter him, and he would deal all that like ridiculous damage.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't like keep an eye on the Pengbots. Oh man.
Oh yeah, his little babies.
You didn't kill the Pengbots.
All of a sudden you're burning, and you're like, how am I burning? Oh, that's why I'm a fire tank. I shouldn't be doing damage to myself. This is weird.
I remember when that challenge first came out, and I was like one of the first ones to post up a video of getting the School of Hard Knocks on there and everything, because everybody was like, it's impossible, and I did it in tank stance, and everybody's like, oh, well, no wonder you're a fire tank, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, stop hating.
Back when fire tanks were awesome.
Yeah.
You're just like,
that was back when the tank trinket increased our health by 20%. Flat. Yeah. Oh man, I remember popping a power and then popping that trinket. It was awesome.
It's like, I am a god.
Health for days. I had rage tank health back then.
I'm actually surprised that you don't like, at least on Hero's side, the Aquaman area.
Yeah.
I like the Aquaman area pretty much.
Okay, so the Aquaman storyline was never my favorite either, mainly because that's where the lull was. It was the Aquaman stuff.
Yep.
That's where that lull was. And that quest line, you just have to bite your teeth and just like, all right, let's just do it. Let's just get it over with.
It's not like leveling in DC takes long either, but it's just, man, when I get there, I'm just like, okay. It might only take like an hour, but...
I mean, it's gonna be just a rough hour. You just really complaining a lot. And it's not just the fact that it was hard, it's just the fact that it was... It was, for the
lack of a better word, boring.
Yeah! and if Spills listens to this, and he gets to this part where we're talking about dissing Aquaman, we are going to get so many hateful tweets.
I'm waiting for the day that Aquaman gets something better than a seasonal, because he deserves more than a seasonal.
He does.
Let's keep in mind. All right, when the game first launched, okay, and even with the summer event, all right, this is like pre-52, pre-New 52, right? With Aquaman, Aquaman was like the butt of so many jokes back then, you know. And then the New 52 comes out, and dude's sticking Darkseid in the eye with his trident. Everybody's like, "Damn, Aquaman's a badass," you know.
But I still make the Aquaman jokes. There's no stopping that.
Oh yeah, you gotta make Aquaman. I mean, Robot Chicken.
Yeah, exactly. When Robot Chicken stops making Aquaman jokes, I'll stop making Aquaman jokes. And that's a promise, Seth Meyers. Okay, so let's now go ahead and go into speculation mode, which I really try not to do. Supes, we already know all the stories that are coming out with the next DLCs, even that Superman DLC as well. What is a story that you would like to see come in DCUO?
Oh man, see, it's really hard for me too, because I'm not the biggest DC Comics.
Well, okay. Well, how about this? Not really a direct story from DC from a DC storyline, not directly. How about an inspired by? And you can change it up a little bit. How you would like to see it?
I mean, the Death of Superman story, I mean, that was like an iconic thing. I mean, I think it would be kind of cool to see like the red and the blue Supermans in the game for a short period of time in some DLC content. You know, Catmon's talking about Game War. That would be cool.
Oh, God, yes. Technically, we already got that, though, but it could be dwelled upon more. Honestly, though, Gotham doesn't need love anymore. We need some Metropolis love.
Oh man, see,
do you want to pass?
Like I said, it's hard. I'd have to think on it some
more. Well, okay,
come back to me.
We'll come back to you. Player 3. What story would you like to see?
Honestly, they're already in the game. I would love to see some Doom Patrol content.
What do you mean it's already in the game? Now
they have Monsieur Mala and Mother Brain in there.
Yeah, the Gorilla and Brain, right?
Yeah, they are part of Fanboy. They're part of the Fanboy achievement. They're in the game.
Yeah.
But they're not in any content. So I would love to see like a DLC trilogy based on the stories of the Doom Patrol.
And now I know the Doom Patrol mainly because they were just introduced in they just got introduced into the New 52 in the new Justice League comics. Power Ring is now. There's a new Power Ring. New person took over Power Ring, which, by the way, that's a freaking amazing storyline going on right now in that Justice League comic. Oh my god, I need to go grab my comics. Okay, composure. So they introduced the Doom Patrol. They took Element Woman and made her part of the Doom Patrol. In which the stuff I found that I've been reading. I didn't really do too much research into it, but they did do a little backstory. That doctor dude who's to lead the Doom Patrol is one sick mofo. Okay? He has some issues. He has some real control issues. So I'm not really knowledgeable on the Doom Patrol itself. But I do know... Yeah, I think so, yeah. But I do know of the Brain and the Monkey, because if I remember correctly, isn't like one of them French or something? Or at least he wears...
The brain has a French accent.
Oh, I thought the Monkey, too.
I don't remember if the monkey talks. I can't remember.
He does.
I thought it was just muscle. He was just there. But I mean, I know he's wearing.
He's kind of like Gorilla Grodd, where he's intelligent.
Oh, okay. Well, I do know he wears a hat. I can't remember that.
Yeah, he wears a beret.
Thank you, beret. Thank you. That's what he was wearing. Yeah. Yeah, Monsieur or whatever. Yeah.
Raspberry beret.
It's a good beret. Yeah, I do remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vandal Savage would be good.
Vandal Savage would be an awesome storyline too.
Yeah, Vandal Savage, and I mean, because he's in the game. They actually mentioned Vandal at SOE Live.
That they did.
Really?
That they did.
Yes, they didn't. They didn't mention him as far as they didn't drop a hint towards any storyline. But they said that we've got him in the game, but we've done nothing with him.
He's
we've
in the game. Where?
Isn't he in the Hall of Doom somewhere?
I don't remember seeing him in there.
No, he is not.
I thought he was.
But
Good luck.
okay.
I feel like Monsieur Mala, Rain, and then along with the Mad Hatter was part of cut content from the beta. Because if
they were.
Fun fact. There was a Mad Hatter instance planned where you go to his mansion, but that was cut from the beta.
Yeah, I do remember Mad Hatter stuff was apparently in there, and his character model was in the game. He was cut from he was part of the Valentine's Day event. I don't remember these things.
Yeah, I don't remember him being part of the Valentine's Day event.
But
Valentine's Day event.
All right, Supes. You got your storyline?
Honestly, I would like to see something that actually introduced the Outlaws and the Young Justice. Some kind of content that would bring the Teen Titans and I said Young Justice, I know that, but the Teen Titans and the Outlaws to the forefront. Everybody wants the Red Hood. Everybody's wanting the Red Hood in the game. Right, and everybody's wanting to see more with Young Justice / Teen Titans going on in the game right now. I mean, we've got Wonder Girl now in there; she's more predominant. Superboy is here. Some kind of content between those two teams. It would be awesome. Something like that, because I know everybody's dying for the Red Hood, and I would love to see those kind of interactions where you've got the Red Hood. Because I mean, in DCUO, Tim Drake is Robin. Dick Grayson is Nightwing. What happened to Jason Todd?
He got a crowbar in the face. That's what's happened to him.
Yeah,
Wham!
I know he did.
Wham! Who's your daddy? Crowbar to the face.
Yeah, something along those lines, man, would be awesome.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Gentleman Wolf actually brought up one of my favorite stories, Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Oh, please, no. Oh, my God. One thing I never want to see in DCUO is a freaking Crisis storyline.
Please, no. All right, we got Origin Crisis. That's all we got. That's all we got.
No Crisis on Infinite Earth. Please, God, no.
No. I left DC because it's all we had were Crisis, and every time they had Crisis, I felt like it was their period, and I didn't want to be a part of it. I just had to walk away for that month. So a storyline that I would like to see. Crap! I actually just had it, and I don't know where it went. You guys were talking about so much cool stuff. I completely forgot. Crap. Yeah, I officially have nothing. I'm seriously so upset. I think
What a cop out.
right. No. It was good.
Here's something.
Let me scroll up and see if I missed it.
Go along with what Vagrant said while you're trying to get your thought back.
Thank you.
Somebody you talked about how you love the whole time travel stuff, and somebody just mentioned it here. Michael Grid mentioned it, and I think a couple others mentioned it. And somebody actually tweeted to me wanting me to ask the devs about it at SO11. Never got a chance to. Was something that would take us into the future, so where we could have something with these new superheroes.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. That would be kind of cool. I don't know.
All right, so I brought it back. I remember what I was going to say now.
Got it
So
back. All right.
yeah, so one of my favorite DC characters is actually a villain. He's one of my favorites. I have a tremendous respect for him, and that is Black Adam. I want more Kondak. I want more Black Adam. I want more Captain Marvel. Shazam.
It's actually one of the storylines they haven't touched since launch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to see more of that. I want to see some Shazam and Black Adam going at it. And I know a lot of people would actually really be interested with it. I'm on the fence if I want to bring them in. It's the Marvel family. I'm not sure if I really want to bring them in or not. That's something.
Come on, everybody wants Mary Marvel.
They do.
We have yet to see her being introduced in the game. The whole Black Mary thing.
Yeah. Oh God. But yeah, I would like to see Kondak come back and show a little bit more prominence. The Felix Faust thing, even from Kondak Raid, I understood it and it was okay, but me being a Black Adam fan, I really just wanted to go over there and just like, Felix, boosh, get the hell off my land. Get out of here. I got this. I don't need you. But I mean, the Kondak is one of my favorite raids because it brought in a lot of the magic elements to it, and the Black Adam fight was definitely one of the first fights that you see. Hey, look, there's a mechanic. We need to learn this mechanic, and you do it. Now it's like we kind of lose some of the mechanic aspect, and we just burn stuff and just like, oh, he's gonna do something big.
Who cares? I'm in tier 6. I can just walk through it.
Yeah.
I remember doing that fight back in the day. Oh man, that was such a fun fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to see a little bit more Kondak.
Yeah, actually, the devs were kind of joking, and I was remembering this too, because when we were doing our whole prestige runs, our race to get our league hall and everything, we were all ran Kondak, on like tier 1 tunes and everything, tier 1 gear tunes. And it was kind of funny because, even the devs brought it up at S3 Live, how, people go in there, even with like, full tier 6 tunes, and think they can just, go in there and melee Black Adam still when he's got Zatanna up.
I remember that.
And they're still getting one shot and everything. They're like, what the heck? I'm wearing all this gear.
Silly people. So that's our that's it. That's our story talk. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Good job, Supes, for that suggestion. So now, Vagrant,
thank Kevin Smith and Paul Denny, because they actually talked about a lot of good things, and they talked about one of their favorite episodes, his favorite episodes of the Batman series that he wrote.
Don't start talking about it.
Well, if you guys have not checked out, seriously, I mean, I'm sure most people in the chat here listening to the show have. If you've not checked out the Batman animated series, definitely go check it out. Definitely check it out because
you're missing some really Kevin Conroy gold.
It is really good.
You're missing out something that was so iconic from the 90s.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel had like the X-Men and Spider-Man, those animated series. DC had Batman. Superman was good too, but Batman was amazing. Superman. Batman was great. So, I would say continue on with the discussion on the forums and everything, but you guys get crazy on the forums. It's like mad crazy, especially when people disapprove. And no one wants that. So, it looks like Vagrant's going to have to come up with the topic for next week's show. Because Oops actually did a good job. So good luck, buddy. Oh, maybe next week they actually come out with stuff when they get back to work. Oh, actually, we can talk about this. MEPS did tweet out a picture of everybody in the room going over the first run-through of the survival mode Trigon. You guys see that picture? Yeah. The next survival mode they were doing the first run-through, overlooking it, and maybe it's because I'm a single guy, but I looked at the picture and I'm like, oh, there's a lady. That's like the first instinct I looked at. Literally, I'm a single guy. I'm so sorry. I look at the tagline. It's like first look at the devs looking over the first run through of survival mode. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty. Ooh, a lady. Who's this lady?
You were like first look at boobies.
No, I'm a guy. I'm not a jerk. But I was like, that was my first instinct. It's like, wow, I don't know if I should be proud to be a male or really disapproving to be a nerd. Because this first thing I was like, ooh, a lady. But then, of course, I saw Locke and Lars and Daisy Kraken. Everybody looked super serious looking at this run-through. Locke over there just almost like he was pouting, like he was the tank and he kept dying.
It's probably because if it takes place within the area where Trigon is, I can see during the whole survival mode where he could just screw up if he like slams his fist down and just screws up the whole survival mode.
That's true. That's true. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's the thing. Is like we don't even know which room in there that they're actually using. Do you think that they're going to be using the Trigon room? The last room of the instance?
I think that would be really cool.
Way too small.
Right?
Way too freaking small.
Way too small, but you won't see people. You won't see people getting to round 10. That's for
sure. Environmental damage causes the wipe. Brittany will be livid when that happens. She'll start just yelling at her at Select Fears like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Just standing there." Yeah. I would think that the room that they would use would be the room before that with the Avatar of Sin. That would be the room that I would think because it is big.
One possible area they might use is the instance where you go on the villain side in Robinson Park. You go inside there where you fight Brother Blood and the Titans.
Oh, that one.
That'd be a throwback.
That would be. Yeah, Darkseid thinks it's going to be Night Dome. But I mean, if you look at the picture, they are definitely in Trigon's prison area. But I mean, Night Dome Arena is definitely a good pick. A definite good pick.
Be a better, yeah. It'd be better than that freaking Brother Blood is that we mentioned.
Yeah.
I can't even remember how big that room is. It's been like 2 years.
I went in there and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting lost. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was the one where I think I was like streaming it and I was leveling a villain and I captured and the Titans are captured or something and I have to fight them and then I'm fighting Beast Boy and everybody's like, fight Cyborg, fight Cyborg. I'm like, what are you people talking about? And apparently the one you defeat joins your side to fight everybody else. And apparently Nightwing is a pain in the ass. And Cyborg would probably been a better pick, and I didn't know this. I still finished, but gritting my teeth and it's like, this was tough. Rabble. Trying to think if they talked about anything else. I can't remember now if they did or not. No, can't remember. So, anything last minute you guys want to touch on before we go?
Nothing. Microgrid said to talk about the sale, Labor Day weekend sale.
Oh yeah, talk about the Labor Day weekend sale.
25% off for members.
Woohoo!
All access members.
Members.
Yeah.
That's
I just bought Sonoras. all I got with it.
Dang it, I keep forgetting that I still haven't used my SOE loot card. And crap, I still keep forgetting to redeem my freaking station cash every month. I keep forgetting to actually have to hit the redeem button. I'm still sitting at 500 and I'm like, where the hell's my station cash? And then while I got it, I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to hit the redeem button. I'll do it later. And I never do it later. This redeem thing sucks. Why am I being punished? Because I keep forgetting things. I don't like this anymore. But yeah, 25% sale on Labor Day for Labor Day weekend. Get in on that. Which I don't really know what I would buy. What have you guys been buying? If you guys buy anything.
Nothing much really. Yeah. I did go in to do one of the. I don't know what happened to it. Seriously, I really don't know what happened to him. But I was like out of replay badges for some reason. And I know I didn't use that many of them, but apparently I did. So I had to.
That's awkward.
I used my loyalty points up on that because I had a lot of loyalty points.
All right, give me a moment. Apparently, Decon just tweeted me the Vandal Savage thing, and that's Paradox. Oh, there's Vandal. Location: Hall of Doom.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to get on your Twitter.
Yes, I recommend that. I mean, let's look at the camera. If you can see it. Actually picks up pretty damn nice.
Yeah.
Whatever then.
Where is that at? Because
Right, that picture sucks.
Yeah, like where the heck is that at?
Well, I'm trying to look at that beam on the ground. I think I've seen that beam of light before on the ground. I'm not sure where though. Okay, so
It must be like in the corner somewhere because I've never seen
it. Right? I don't know either. He's just chilling over in the corner. He's like, no one's paying attention to me. I'm just going to stay in the corner and stare at people. Just stare.
The Mad Hatter's not in the Hall of Doom either.
Which is just a shame. Just a shame. But, crap, I was actually going to talk about something. Damn it, why I am like super distracted. I could have sworn it was like something that someone brought up in chat. Dang it, chat is like all over me. Okay, you scroll down. Scroll back down. There we go.
They must have removed him because I never see him. Never seen him.
Oh yeah, Michael Grid said the loot cards from SOE. Have you guys seen any of the loot cards from SOE are going on like expensive on eBay? Like I think I saw one for like $50 on eBay.
That's not too bad. I mean, they were $35. You could buy more than $35 while you were there.
Yeah, while you were there, and you can't get them anywhere else until you go onto the internet.
Oh, okay. Vandal Savage was part of the Valentine's Day event. That's why he's not there.
There you go.
What the hell is he doing for Valentine's Day? He's kind of a weird guy.
What the hell?
You the one that sent you out?
I guess.
Was he like the guy on the villain side that sent you out there to do the mission?
Go capture a cherub.
That would be
for immortality.
Why is Vandal Savage doing that?
Well, Booster Gold did it on the hero side.
Well, Booster Gold's a ladies' man, so I understand. Vagrant has like those 3 slashes on his face. He's only popular in certain cons that I could not discuss on the show. Because namely, I can't name them.
What?
Oh, I was going. It was an S&M joke. S&M joke. You know, slashes on his face.
Oh.
He likes it rough. Cattails. Meow.
Awkward silence.
Every day.
Exactly. All right, folks. That's been the SourceCast.
All right. So last thing, I actually want to give a shout out to. Where are you? To Stormageddon. Nice, good follower on Twitter. He just bought a T-shirt. He bought one of the SourceCast T-shirts.
Oh, okay. Okay, you put it more in context.
My apologies. Yeah, he tweeted me something random. Hey, I bought a T-shirt. What kind of T-shirt? Oh, it's one of those Hanes T-shirts from Walmart.
I bought a T-shirt the other day too.
I was given a T-shirt. Cool. Thank you, Al. Cool. Yeah, so he's the first and only sale so far for the T-shirts. Yay! I think I've had those T-shirts going for like since 2013, since November. So I'm almost coming up to my 1 year mark.
Oh.
So that's yeah. So thank you, Stormageddon, and be sure to head over to one sec because I do not actually know my shop. I think on my the shop link. I even post it. I think I made a little thing for it. Can't remember, but there you go. The T-shirt design is the old logo. It's the last year logo. So I have not updated my T-shirt. It's on my. You can't see it, but there's an imaginary board over here that has a list of crap I need to do, and and updating T-shirts is one of those. It's up there on my imaginary board. So thank you, Stormageddon. Be sure you can go over to Trexlight, Trexlight.spreadshirt.com. SourceCast T-shirts are there. We still need to get the logo updated for Vagrant. So, still working on that. Yeah, you didn't have to type it. I knew what I needed to do. I knew.
I was going to see if you were going to say it.
I got you. We need to get back with Weapon Max and see if he can do it. And see if he doesn't charge me. Because I can't pay. I'm poor. I rely on my mommy gave me money for Dragon Con, so... Yeah, also...
I got admit this. When I first saw the logo he made for me and Trex, alright, it took me a couple of times looking at it to realize that he had made your Guy Gardner vest into the Rage version of it.
Yeah. Yeah,
the first couple of times I looked at it, I didn't notice it. And I looked at one day, I was like, damn, he made it into the Rage version. That's badass. That's pretty cool.
Yes, Decon, you are correct. Trexlight Entertainment store. That's what it is. Trexlight Entertainment. I'm a whole production. It's pretty much what I do. I have the SourceCast is part of it. So, I mean, literally, all the funds that come in from the T-shirts, they go to get these guys a webcam, certain someone, and better equipment. So,
you buy me a webcam? That's cool.
That's the plan. if these T-shirts sell, and also to help for expenditures like SOE Live. That's kind of the thing. So, Trexlight Entertainment is like my broad scope of everything, and my podcast, my YouTube channel, and the SourceCast is all part of it. And yes, trying to help because Vagrant needs to come to SOE Live next year, and I need to help him out. We need to help each other. Ain't that right, buddy? You're my roomie next year.
I'll buy the beer.
Don't say that! No, I was drunk enough this year. I don't need to do that. No. No more. Sentinel Trexlight is kind of stupid because, well, it actually came from my World of Warcraft days because my name is Trex. I was on my server Lightbringer, so I just made Trexlight because it was going to be a World of Warcraft channel, but I dropped that and came to DCUO, and sadly enough, YouTube would not let me change my name. So I'm Trexlight forever.
Yeah, I hate that they don't let you change your name.
Right? It pisses me off.
They used to. And then they were like, oh, wait, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's true. So be sure to find the podcast on Facebook and the Twitter. You can find it over at Trexlight. You can find them over at DCUO Source Podcast or the DCUO SourceCast on Facebook and Twitter. You can also find all of the past episodes over on in audio form over at Trexlight.com, and you can find all the episodes video form over at YouTube.com/Trexlight. We have episode 75 to now. 74 or 75. We started at SOE Live. That was like our first video thing, and we've just been going on ever since. And it's been so great. So great. So, Supes, where can we find you?
You can, of course, find me at youtube.com. On the Twitter at The Daddy's House there. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/TheDaddy'sHouse. And you can also find me on Twitch, occasionally streaming at twitch.tv/The Daddy's House there as well.
I feel you can shorten it by just saying you can find me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and everything else by /The Daddy's House.
Really? Trex, where can we find you at?
I'm last.
Yeah. Vagrant, where can we find you?
You can find me at www.youtube.com/The Alpha Tester. You can also find me on Facebook, /Vagrant Game. You can find me on Twitter, /Vagrant_gaming. You can also find me on Twitch, Vagrant Gaming, all that good jazz. Trex, finally, where can we find you?
You can, of course, find me over at youtube.com/Trexlight, over on the Facebook, /Trexlight, and especially on the Twitter. Thank you again, Super Patriot. Over on the Twitter at This Is Trex. I'm so loving Twitter. It's the best.
You used to bitch and moan about Twitter.
I did. It's all recorded.
Carries on conversations with strangers now.
I do!
Complete strangers.
But they talk back!
That would coax him into a van with candy.
Only some of them. And I know them by name. And they know who they are. But yeah.
Red.
No. He would probably just pick us up and carry us. We wouldn't have to say anything. So, yeah, I see a couple of questions here. October 25th. Shoot, actually, there's another website I need to check right now as well. October 25th is going to be extralife.org charity stream. I am part of Team SOE for the charity stream. I'm going to be playing for my local hospital, the Palmetto Children's Hospital. Able Gamers. My bad. I still messed that up. Right. There it is. I'm going to be playing for my local charity. I think Super Patriot, I got to get you the link so you can sign up for that as well. October 25th is going to be a 24-hour stream fest. It's going to be a stream. It's on a Saturday. You're going to see a lot of players streaming for their local charities to accept donations, and all donations and proceeds will go towards that charity. I personally have a goal of $500 on that day. Now, I found out that I am double booked because that Saturday is also Free Comic Book Day, Halloween Fest, and I have to go with the Nerds of the Apocalypse and do a Free Comic Book Day podcast that day at our comic book store. So I'm having to be there, I think, till maybe 4 o'clock, and then I come home and I start streaming from like 6 to whenever. Now, this is the day that they're doing it. This is the day that they've chosen. I can actually go longer. I can go into the wee hours of the night. And most likely I will. I'm going to be partnered up with some of my other nerds, with my other nerd guys, and we're going to try and stream together, trying to be a team, try and get like, hey, can you cover these hours while I take a nap, and kind of that thing. So expect me to do that. I think Super Patriots, I think you were wanting to do it as well, right? It was pretty much told to us at the at the CC dinner. It's like, you're doing it. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. Like, I wanted to do it anyways. God.
AKA Brass.
She doesn't listen to the podcast, so I'm okay. And if she does, I am so in trouble. Another thing that... another event that they're doing another charity organization is called Able Gamers Foundation. It's over at ablegamers.com. This is to help people with disabilities play games. This is a donation drive to try and get like specialized controllers for people who have a handicap. And we met the guys at SOE Live, and they are just fantastic people, and they have a great story. And it's another thing that we're going to try and join into as well. They're over at PAX right now, but I have to find their event. Do you remember if their event was in September?
No, I don't. I don't remember at all. Sorry.
Okay, I'm checking right now. This is September. Hurry up and load. That's PAX Pro. Okay, so apparently September has like nothing going on. Cool. That's great. So once I know more about Able Gamers thing, I will definitely get back in contact with everybody. But this is all part of SOE's hashtag Play It Forward. All right, gamers, we're playing it forward for charity streams. So all sorts of good stuff. The SourceCast is definitely going to support. I hope everybody else will support these charities as well. I don't want to speak for the group. I'm sorry. Vagrant Scoff says he's doing it.
I would. You got it.
Well, now you know. Yeah. Well, more information was going to be coming out. So, but yeah, October 25th is going to be the 24-hour stream. If you can't do the 24-hour stream, then you can of course choose your own day and go with it. I mean, I think Elihime, whatever. He's another Twitch guy. We call him Ellie. I guess we call him Ellie. I don't know. But he was like streaming for St. Jude's today. So you can choose any day to really stream. October 25th is kind of the day that SOE chosen, and that's the day I'm going to try and do my best to participate in that. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Save up money for some donations. It's going to be a great time. If I can give out prizes, I will give out prizes. If not, I'm here for your entertainment. That's what we do. So, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I know it was kind of a weird show, but I mean it was entertaining. And if you're listening, SJ still, thank you for listening, and I hope that we inspired you with stories. I don't think we inspired though. Did we good? Did we do good? I think we did good. Okay.
I think we did good.
We did good.
Okay.
We did good.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. FNL comes back at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. FNL Tour from US PlayStation, hosted by Sierra Patriot. Can't wait, buddy.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, for you to tell people to start playing. Oh, the SOE Live videos. I released the PvP panel today, the video today. I am so sorry that I got, it was around lunchtime. I was told about the audio issues. I actually turned my phone off and disconnected from the internet on my laptop because I was putting on a new screen protector for my phone and putting a case on. So I didn't have internet for like the first 4 hours of work after I released that video. So I do apologize for the audio issues. There is the second video, part 2, is out with the audio corrected. That's out. I still have a bunch more videos. I still have more interviews, including one of Tesseract. I still have the Design with the Devs panel. I still have the Telling Stories featuring SJ, Nerd of Prey. I have her panel. And the 3 epic parter of the SourceCast Live at SOE Live. The 3-parter. It's an epic odyssey. I made a pun, I think. So thank you all so much for understanding, for your patience, and for the people who had to be blocked because they couldn't understand, because they weren't patient. I hope one of your buddies tells you invent how to, they transcribe it for you. I hope they do.
Oh man, that was such a fantastic freaking tweet you sent to me. you begged me. I was like, I couldn't resist that.
It's so.
Vagrant. Trex sent me a tweet. He's like, "Hey, if I block somebody, can they still watch my videos?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead. I don't watch them anyways."
That was funny. That was funny. I was rolling from that. I was rolling from that. And no to the question in chat. I did not hit on Tesseract because I was afraid. That's why I could have sworn she was already dating someone at the same time. But anyways, we will see you guys next week. You guys have a safe weekend and in a safe week. Have fun in the game. We'll see you around. More closers. Bye. All the closing. Yeah. Night, guys.
Bye.